Hi YouTubers, welcome to a new series which I'm going to call All Things FJR. Now, this Yamaha was a police bike in the Brisbane area in Australia, and it had done about 100,000 kilometers once I got a hold of it. I think the police had probably used it for about 70 or 80,000 of those kilometers. So it probably had a second owner before me who must have done about 20-30,000 Ks. I've done just under 5,000 Ks on this bike in the last couple of months, or 3 months or so, and really have enjoyed it. I thought I'd just show you a couple of features of the bike which I didn't show you in the previous video. So let's have a quick walk around the bike and look at the various bits and bobs. It has a twin headlight, and both headlights come on when the lights are on dips, normal riding. The windscreen is adjustable, and this particular one actually stays up when the ignition is turned off. I think some of the older ones used to come up and down every time you turn the ignition on and off. Instrumentation is nice, I like it. It's got everything that you need to see there. So the speedometer is an extra large one. It's a little bit like a mini compared to the tachometer. Very clear and easy to read. And on the right hand side the computer shows you quite a bit of useful information. So you can see your fuel level, engine temperature, outside air temperature, or you can flip it across to economy in either litres per 100 or kilometers per litre. Then you have a choice of an odometer showing the overall mileage of the bike, or otherwise you have trip meter 1 and 2. When the bike hits reserve, it actually starts to count kilometers. So when it on the left where the fuel gauge is, the bottom one will actually start to flash, and then it will start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm not sure how many kilometers you can actually go before it runs out of fuel. In the bottom left is the gear indicator. So when you select a gear, it appears in that little block, as you can see there, and then it has a clock. And the bottom buttons will toggle between the different options available. Let me see if I can adjust one or two of those things. So it's kilometers per litre, or else average fuel economy, and temperature. And then I think the left one does the trip meters. Yeah. Right, the tank is 25 litres, which at about 20 k's to the litre. If you're sitting on the highway at about 100 kilometers per hour, it's going to get you somewhere around about probably 400 plus kilometers, 500 kilometers if you could use it to the very last drop. This is a police model, so the back actually has a little top box, or not sure what you'd call it, a binnacle, a bin of some kind. I find this a very useful thing to have. You can fit quite a large toolkit inside there, or else your waterproofs. And I normally store my tools in there, emergency tools on the bike. It's a nicely put together bike. There are a lot of plastic panels that you have to remove when you want to do anything more than an oil change. But that's the case with any other touring bike, like the RT as well. Now, front wheel and back wheel are the traditional size, 120, 70, 17. I think the back is a 180, 55, 17. Yep. Yeah, so you can have your nice choice of rubber there. Of course, it is a shaft drive bike. I wouldn't bother buying a chain bike, because too much mess and too much fuss. Shaft drive is really easy. There is a filler plug and a drain plug. I think it's every 20,000 kilometers you drain that oil. gearbox oil and refill it. Piece of cake. The tyre valves are actually that 90-degree type, so it makes it quite easy to access with a normal garage pump. It's very nice. It has two exhausts coming out the back. It has a balanced look. I think I personally prefer the single-sided pipe as on the RT. There's more chance of burning your passenger's legs on a twin exhausted bike. That's the way it goes. Being a police bike, it has good crash bar protection, and this crash bar is really useful because you can use it to pull the bike up and down off its double stand. It has a crash bar on the front as well, and also useful in case the bike falls over. When you're actually servicing the bike, it's nice and easy. You can get your oil filter wrench in there, get the oil filter on or off, and there's a drain plug just up in there. It's a bit difficult to get in there. And then you fill your oil with the oil filler hole there using some kind of funnel. Air cleaner is just behind this panel here. A bit fiddly getting it up, but not too bad at all. Well, I'll do another video following up after this. It's just a quick look at the FJR1300. Have a good day, guys. Bye bye.